Stand out from all the rest by becoming a CFA charter holder. As the investment industry evolves, professionals need the tools to evolve with it. When you become a CFA charter holder, you're not only developing real-world skills and expertise, you're demonstrating to employers that you have what it takes to thrive. In fact, more than 80% of those who earn the CFA charter say it boosted their career. Sound interesting? Go to cfainstitute.org/learn to find out more about the Level 1 CFA exam.
Good morning and welcome to the daily ATS morning meeting. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is our daily morning meeting where Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr. gives us the new ideas he has, assigns us duties for the day, not corrects us, but tell us, hey, get that done, and so much more. So the more you learn here, take it to your companies, apply what you learn here to your companies again. This is not a training. This is our actual daily morning meeting. So you're getting the behind the scenes of how the ATSJR companies is run on a daily basis. So I thank each and every one of you for joining us on this wonderful morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see who. Good morning, Mr. Matt. Good morning, Miss Patricia. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Miss Damali. Miss Felicia. Hey, we got to meet Miss Felicia last night. Hey, Miss Monica, Miss Christina. How are you doing on this wonderful morning? Hello, Miss Demetrius, Miss Dolores, Miss Adelina. Good morning, Miss Latrice. Good morning, Miss Adrian, Corinne. Good morning, everyone. And I now pass this over to our founder, our CEO, the innovator of all things ATS, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's your first time. Well, Gianna already told you. Good to see you, Jerry Potter. If Gianna already told you, this is your first time here, your job is to just steal a lot of information from here. I do have a lot to talk about.
Mr. Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Could you please turn that shirt down? It's just too
Well,
bright.
you know what I'm saying? It's Harlem 151st Street loud. You understand? There it is. Let's see. A lot to talk about. I will bring up MExit first since that just came up. We do have a list. We will. I can't see everybody because my laptop battery went kablooey, but I'll have my laptop back about 4:00 today, and then I'll be able to see all of y'all at one time. In the meantime, I can only see 3 other people. Nevertheless, we got an accurate list of the MExit conference. It's $75 now, which is what it is. I would love to give you a discount because I'm a nice guy, but I won't, because then you're not going to respect when I give you an early bird for 6 months. I mean, it just is what it is, right? So I'm not going to do about that. Can you invite anybody? Yes, it's not just for inside. It is developer conference stuff. We have enough done by now for you. If you are speaking at the MExit conference, you will be getting an agenda here the next 14 days. You will be doing that as we have finished a lot of stuff. Law will be hosting day 1. Jerry will be hosting day 2, flipping it. So Jerry will be hosting day 2. Law will be hosting day 1. They are our most fantabulous host. And who, besides Prophet Jerry, has questions about your attendance at the MExit conference, because you may think, or because we've given you enough evidence to think we don't have your name written down. Who among you is out there like Prophet Jerry? Is there another? Nobody else?
Well, I just wanted to make sure that I was able to get the videos and everything that goes with the ticket. I have yet to be able to get into my classes again, and I thought I had some of the items sent to me last week, but I still don't see them. I know you
All
were
right.
saying that the people that bought their ticket early was going to have those things. So I bought my ticket early when I first found out about it because I am thoroughly excited.
Most excellent, most excellent. So you won't see your video yet because we haven't had the conference yet. So that's why you don't have the video. The conference doesn't happen until May 14th, 15th, but you will automatically get lifetime access to that video, and it will be shown on sharingourwealth.com. As far as you not being able to see your classes, because I got an email. Let me see, is Christina here? Because I responded to the email last night at 1:00 in the morning. But
I'm here.
Okay. I saw the second email come through. I responded to the email, but the way I responded went to the system and it said may have failed. Anyway, I said the very nice, lengthy explaining email, but I know I know he figured it out on his own after I looked at the second email.
He figured it out, but there's still a problem with us connecting. Like when we go to connect to shareourwealth.com, it doesn't go directly, like it'll kick us out saying the server is not correct. And I have to manipulate the computer somehow. I don't know why it's doing that. But when we try to go directly to sharingourwealth.com, it doesn't take me there. It goes to a different, like it'll say server error. And I have to, like I called Tierney and she hooked me up last time, but like it's not going straight to. So I don't know if it's my computer that's doing it or the way we're going about putting in the address, but like there's an issue there.
It definitely
Like it
sounds
happened on
like
the
an
same time,
issue.
but it's not all, it's not all the time. Like I can get to it, but it's not like on first try. When I go to type in sharingourwealth.com, it'll send me to like server error. And at first I thought, maybe I need to pay or something was off. Reached out to Grace, got that taken care of, but it doesn't go, like it'll still hiccup. So I hadn't tried it because it was him on it last night. And I was going to try with it today. I just hadn't gotten to it yet.
Well, the next time that happens, just refresh the page and try to let it go through. That's not a your end, that's a my end stuff. That means the server is overloaded, is what that means. Okay. That means you're not the only one. It means thousands of people are trying to do the exact same thing you're trying to do.
Okay.
So that's something I have to fix on my end. So I can't even fix that till I get my laptop. Well, I could do it on Deanna's laptop, but my laptop's better. So I want to do it on my laptop.
Hey, I have a question too regarding the learning system.
Okay. Hold on real quick. Before you ask your question, who are you the same person that said I'm wondering? Who said I'm wondering when I said something about MExit?
That was me.
That was you said all right. Coming back to you, Christina. All right, got you. Okay, go ahead. It sounded like Damali. Was that Damali talking? Okay,
that was me.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Damali.
The mini courses. How do we access the mini courses?
Yeah. All right. So let me coming back to that. Okay,
Okay,
let me come back to
no
I'm gonna answer that all at one time. All right, Christina. Do we have Christina's now? Her name. All right, your name is down. Good. So she's the only one. And I believe I was just going to say, I believe you pay for you and your husband. I was just going to say that. Yeah, and that's just from memory. But Deanna keeps an accurate list. You don't want me to keep the list. If ain't none of y'all gonna be in the conference if I keep the list, okay? Because I'm not clerical, administrative at all. Good stuff. SharingOurWealth.com. We've got 2 learning management systems right now as we're switching over. Okay, we outgrew thinking. The mere fact that Christina keeps getting the server error is because the server's overloaded. That's something I can fix, but that just tells you how many people are logging in. Do you understand? So right now we're having, when that happens, just hit the refresh button and it should work for you. It will time itself back in. This is not a permanent solution because I'm going to do the permanent solution myself. You feel me? So you ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to do the permanent solution myself. But right now, just do that. But don't think it is the sake of your membership. Okay, that's not what that is. That has nothing to do on your end. That is 100% on my fault. I need one other thing. I need better service, or I need to stop overloading that server. Simple as that. It just depends. But I won't know until I get my computer back and see what's going on the back end. So just to help you all out, there's 3 different types of coding. There's a front end, I'll just say middle end and back end. What she's talking about is a back end problem to where all your database and stuff is stored. So when you type in your username, password, that's front end stuff. That's just cosmetic. That means nothing. The data then goes into what is commonly called MySQL or SQL database. And that partially right now is where the problem is. I don't know if some of y'all even understood what I just said, but just know that I will look at it once. You said the computer's coming in at 12. All right. So I expect the computer to be, they said 12. So I'm going to tell y'all 5 o'clock today is when I'll get the computer and then I'll check it in. I could use her computer because she got the same access, but again, my computer is just better than hers. It just is. It just, it is. It is. They have MacBook Airs. I have a MacBook Pro, but I have the MacBook Pro, the one. You're going to say, give me the most expensive laptop there is. I got that one. I got that one because I need the processing power. That's there. All right, cool. Sharing our wealth. Let us do this real quick, and then I'll come back to MExit. Right now, you're still using 2 learning management systems. On sharing our wealth, simply because I'm choosing who to bring over there, because I only want Dolores in there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, no sense in me playing. I only want Dolores in them. So if you have an account on sharingourwealth.com, consider yourself special. This is what I was explaining to Mr. Lee last night in email. Okay. I'm scrolling my phone. Good to see you, Matt. Never seen you before, but your dreads are awesome. That's what I'm talking about. He was on
Thank
yesterday.
You so much. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
I was on here yesterday, but I had to mute my camera. It was too early, but I'm up now.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
You.
I love everybody's energy.
Appreciate you, King. I need to get me some dreads. Yes. Go ahead, Grace. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
Matt was on yesterday when everybody was saying, man, this is what I needed. Matt said that in the chat. I just wasn't able to say it to you. He was like, man, this is what I needed to hear today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I need to be a part of this. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got you. Right now, I'm going over a few errors. Well, the MExit wasn't an error, but the server, that's me. So if you don't know, so I program everything around here. And more than likely, I'm saying maybe Vanessa, there's probably a 99% chance I've got too much on that server. Well, and so what will happen is the server would then, all right, nerd explanation ensues, okay? So server can only take so much, and then what will happen is when I put more, it'll kind of segment itself off so the server won't get overloaded and do some stuff. Well, I have put plenty of stuff on there for MExit conference, or it's not for the conference, but as moving. And I may need, it sounds like the vision I have in my head, which is fantastic for how I want you to access it, may be overloading the service. So I may have to independently do some stuff, which that'll take me 2 hours. This isn't a major thing because everything's built. We're not talking about rebuilding. We're talking about moving. And that's easy. That's just moving files. You understand what I'm saying? That's just moving files and
surgery.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. I don't have to be but the mere fact that the servers are going down tell you it's a lot of stuff built. Mm-hmm. Plus, it also tells you that a lot of y'all are logging in. So typically when a lot of people do the same action at once, the server can only serve so many people. So shout out to us for growing to where we got server problems. However, I will fix those. So no worries. I will fix it. But Christina, that wasn't your fault or your computer's fault or the way you're doing it, nor is it the fault of your membership. That is a fault of mine. So just want to let you know that I own that 100%. Now,
thank you very, very much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, the reason why you can only see free classes inside of your sharingoutwealth.com. It's the only ones you can see right now. You can't see the member. You can see they're there, but you can't see members only. Yeah, got what I'm saying? Okay. You can't see members only classes. That's on purpose. It is on purpose because I'm going to keep Thinkific for 2 years. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ain't Arcia, Dolores, Samuel, and them, you understand. And Miss Maxine, I don't even know if she's here, but I sure like her. I might get her to pray. I might get her to pray for no reason at all. Okay. If she ain't on this head, all right. If you're not her or Pastor Stephen, Jerry, both Jerrys, folk I won't hear. I ain't gave you access to the dude, shareitoutwealth.com. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So the only people who know about it are the people who show up on these meetings for the most part. And I don't feel like bringing everybody, Pastor Stephen, here. I just don't feel like bringing everybody. I don't.
So what do we do with the new people?
The new people going to Sharing Our Wealth because they knew.
Oh.
I don't feel like bringing folk that's ungrateful. Oh, there's a word in there somewhere. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I don't need all my customers. Let that be a word for y'all. Do you understand? I do not need all my customers. They're going to say 2 different learning management systems. One, I told you I would stay up for 2 years. They can stay themselves over there. I'm scaling, and I only want to scale with Phil and Susan and them. Do you understand what I'm saying? You give me 3 sugars, 2 Demalis, we'll take over the whole world. I don't want everybody. All right, let me say it more simply. Some of y'all need to learn how to fire customers so your business can grow. Anywho, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what it is. Now, I'm not firing them. I heard somebody's voice that sounded like Korean. I'm not firing them. Oh, there's most certainly a great, like the sick and shut in, except for those grateful, those grateful people. They're grateful people. You know what I'm saying? Those are grateful people you can't take with you right now. Well, I'm talking about the ungrateful folk I can't take with me right now. Let me tell you, Prophet Jerry more healthy than half them folk over there that's walking around.
Watch it, Reverend.
And I don't need to take all of them. Why? Because this is a scaling year. And if I get 1,000 of the most excited people, I don't need nothing else. Samuel may be crazy, but he bleed ATS.
Okay.
Is he here? All right. All they got so you screen and let me see.
All day long, baby.
That's it.
Listen, because that's like how you will pick your team. If you are a pastor, but if you're a pastor, you know how to pick your team like that. You know, the main ones that's going to be under you, under your administration, or you know, y'all like your armor bearer and all of them. You know, that's how you pick your team like that. You just don't want anybody around you and don't want anybody messing with your energy.
No. And this is a good point to bring it up. So Deanna is far more pastor than I am. She does She does, I promise you, she does 99% of the pastor. Because she's got the empathy. Like, if you come to me, oh God, life is bad. I'm gonna be like, what you gonna do about it, Denali? Because, I'm not Peter, I'm Paul. I'm Paul. Hey, it's time to get something done. So let's roll because we got stuff to do. Deanna is, okay, Antonio, tell me what's happening, and blah, 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 and then blah, 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 right? So she does that far more. What I can tell you is that dynamic between Deanna and myself, and I'm not joking, member of the church has no job.
Say it again, break it down, because
We retired every single member. Everyone.
That's awesome.
I had to, at some point, and listen to me, so let's say that church put an organization. At some point, you must become real with what your organization is going to be. Some of you are going to have large organizations. Some of you are never going to have large organizations. Some of you are never going to be able to keep people because your organization and your leadership style mostly isn't about keeping people. It's about getting people, 12-step program, get them well so they can go be good for somebody else.
Come on now, disciple and deliverance.
Send them out 2 by 2. Send them out 2 by 2. Yeah, there you go.
Korea got some scruples now. That's it, right? 2 by 2. Some of y'all businesses, some of y'all keep trying to scale, and you don't have a business that's gonna ever have more than 100 customers. But the customers you have, they gonna stay with you like old folks stay with AT&T. Who know what I'm talking about? I don't know, baby. I'm not switching over, baby. Oh no, baby. I've been with AT&T since the whole breakup. I stayed and came back. I let them chant back in my day, right? I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Get your grandmother to change one of them companies she used. That's hard. That's how your customer's gonna be. They're gonna be like, Vanessa, over there, girl, they can get it cheaper. Oh no, baby. I've been with Vanessa Company my whole life. That's it. I've been T-Mobile since y'all began. I remember when and they started teaching law stuff. Right? Yeah. Some of y'all gonna have them kind of customers. I'm telling you, some of y'all gonna have those kind of customers. Look, the human consultants. Human consultants is not built to have 1 million customers at one time. Not now, it may be tomorrow. It's a boot camp. And then at the end of the boot camp, they go, you still want to work? Well, yeah, I need to get stronger. All right, I got a whole nother stronger level for you. Or, well, thank you so much. Go on over there and be strong for somebody else. And they keep saying what human consultants did. So, what I'm trying to attempt to say here is know in your heart your leadership style and stop trying to grow when you're into discipleship and stop trying to disciple when you're into evangelism.
Now I'm with you. Now I'm with you. Come on.
Okay. All right. You with me now?
Now you're speaking my language because I was sitting there trying to understand. I'm like, okay. He's saying something. I know he's saying something, Agent. He's saying something, but now you didn't see it. I heard you.
I am an evangelist.
Telling the whole legend of that damn truth.
You understand?
I'm here learning something that I'm thinking, I would never say these to the people. I was like, come on,
I'm an evangelist. Right? Deanna is the disciple. And she'll always tell me, well, slow down now. Now you got today. Okay. I need you to, I had to go, honest to God, I had to go to Grace Pastor and sit under, like, bringing up church, as a pastor, I had to go sit under her pastor. That's loaded. Some of y'all out here with no leadership. no covering. But I ain't gonna bother you now. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna bother you.
Jerome had that
I'm not gonna bother you, right? I had to go sit under her pastor for 5 years just to learn how to know what Pastor Stephen do automatically. I swear to God, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. You can hear it in my language. I only want the folk that I'm gonna keep with me so I can go get some more folk. Kills Deanna. Deanna's like, oh my God, okay, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take care. But you gotta know who you are. And then don't be, God dog it, if I can't tell you nothing else, stop trying to be well-rounded. I am a knife, a sword. I cut through stuff. If you make me well-rounded, all you're gonna do, what was that king name with the dreads, Matt? Matt, all you're gonna do is make me a long spoon. I'm a knife. Anybody ain't got time for you to be unsharp? Put a knife in a bowl of gumbo, dumb. You ain't gonna get nothing well. Put a knife in some large trees and you gotta cut some stuff down, a machete. You gotta cut through some stuff. Put a knife on some steak and see how well I work. I work in cutting places. Deanna is a spoon. Some of y'all got spoon gifts, but since the knife gets the attention, you fooling around trying to become sharp. So you walking around here like a spork instead of a spoon. Let me bless you. If you put a spoon in a bowl of gumbo, you're gonna be all right. It's not about being a certain instrument. You are an instrument, be whatever kind of instrument you are, but just stay in the environment that makes you beautiful.
Preach! God dang it, preach!
Right.
Q Marcus Buckingham. Q Marcus Buckingham.
That's Q Marcus Buckingham. Where Phil at? Tell Phil and tell him about it. This is a great spot. Go ahead, Phil.
Took the words right out of my mouth. literally, yeah. It's, you go to marcusbuckingham.com. They analyze your strengths and they say, based on this strength, here's what roles you need to be to stand out. And it really helps you understand what strengths you possess, and then based on those strengths, where you can be the most valuable and provide the most encouragement to others. So you go to marcusbuckingham.com, fill out the assessment, and then afterwards, if you want to email it to me with your PDF, and we'll schedule a time to go over with you. I just counted, I've done 36. I've gone over 36 assessments with people so far in the organization, and
amazing.
And I'm the one that's been blessed in being able to do that.
Amazing. Y'all see that?
And how do we schedule with you, Phil?
All right. I like that question.
What was the question?
How do you schedule with you?
Just text me or give me a call. Give me 3 times that you're available.
Grace, go ahead and do your thing. Okay, she won't be stalled. Here we go. We're gonna drop that. Grace is real good at this part right here. Grace is real. Now, this is a free of service for you, right? This is something that Phil is doing from the kindness of his heart to put you out there so you can do what you need to do. Okay, Grace, you ready? Okay. No, don't say the connotation. Just say, you want to get to Marcus Buckingham. Yeah, say it. Yeah.
If you would like to send your results to Mr. Field for the Marcus Buckingham and get all of what you need to know from Marcus Buckingham assessment, please call or text Mr. Phil Sorrentino at 614-736-6990.
Now, let me bless somebody since we here. I ain't trying to go here, but since we here, let me go ahead and bless somebody. All right. Now, somebody went, Phil wouldn't be doing that in my business. That's because you don't know your place. Let me tell y'all something. Do I look like somebody that's fit to sit down for 36 different people and just consult with? Get out of it. Ain't nothing about that, bro. Like, that's not me. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing about me sitting down. When I'll put 36 people in the group, I'm back at my gift now. I'm an introvert. Don't confuse my extroverted skills that I had to learn to pull this off. I am an introvert. Let me give you, I read a great book. Oh man, it was called The Introvert in the Church or something like that. The Introvert in the Church. And did I make y'all read it? I made Tempest read it. It's called The Introvert in the Church. Y'all check this out. Man, doing some psychology and was bringing it down. Because I was trying to figure out how in the heck I am going to do this. Because you know, that whole leading members thing is extroverted. That ain't me. That's not me. And I'm trying to figure out how can I do this as an introvert. I got the skills, but let me tell you, here's how you know if you're an extrovert. If you're around people, forget that you like people, forget that. Arshia, if being around people gives you energy, you're an extrovert, period, point blank. Mm-hmm. If being around people kills your energy, like physical exercise, you are an introvert. I love y'all, but y'all like physical exercise. It's not that I don't want to be around you. It's just like after I finish talking to you, it's like I've been on the treadmill. So for me to do 36 treadmills, that's Phil. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I can't do that. This is why. Yes. They'll tell you after Wednesday, I be dead. I'll be dead. I'm telling y'all. Go ahead, Law. I see your hand.
Very appropriate for you to come in on Thursday, filled in another way. So Wednesday, for you to be dead. Thursday's good for you to come back alive, and then we ride out for the rest of the week.
It's because I get to recharge. I ignore all y'all after that. Get to recharge. Go ahead, Law.
So I very much think I'm an extroverted, but I do have my moments where people do drain me a lot, and maybe that's because I'm in sales or what have you. But do you think it might be a learned behavior as well? Because I really do enjoy being alone at times.
It could be a learned behavior for sure. You just probably need to recharge, but there is something called an ambivert, which is both of them. And y'all are weird, okay? Shannon is actually an ambivert. This just makes no sense to me. I can't fathom being both, but it's science. I don't disagree with science. Somebody said that is what I am. What I'm attempting to tell you here is the reason why we got on here because we're talking about the Shannon Web. The reason why I ain't activated job memberships, it takes two things for me to do it. I got to sit next to Deanna or Grace, who's got access to the page system, and they're gonna have to say, okay, this one is on this level, that's on this level. And right there, I'm already drained just from the clerical work of that alone. But number two, and most importantly, we fit a scale. We already scaled, and we're scaling fast. But I'm just looking for Carisha and Carisha. I am guessing these names right today. When she come on. Okay, yeah. You know what? Carisha told me something so cool, y'all. Carisha said, listen, everybody's stressed about all these classes, which ones to take. I only take the ones I need. And I'll take one class 100 times. So she said that. I'm gonna let her talk to. And then she said something so cool. She says, now, when you don't see me, that means everything's great. I've got it. I'm gone. I got your lesson. I done built this whole thing, changed my whole company, made all this money. But when you see me, means I done hit a wall, and I'm looking for you to go ahead and clear that up. Carisha, go ahead and say something around here.
Cut through that wall with that sword.
That's true. I sure will. Go ahead, Carisha. Yeah.
And also, a lot of people, they think that I am extroverted as well, but I'm definitely not about that life. But I enjoy showing up to do what I believe God has called me to do for his people. But yes, if that's just me, that's my style, because I really want to work on the things that we're being taught. You know, it's one thing to receive it all, you know, but when you really receive something, then you put yourself in position to allow God to nurture the seeds that have been sown. And that is taking the things that you have learned and taking them before God and asking God to perfect those things for you. So as I am going in faith to do the work, I'm going with expectation that God is going to show up and is going to nurture those seeds and cause those seeds to grow. Because, you know, Antonio can only do so much for us, and God is requiring us, you know, to do our own part. So we come here every morning, we come and we listen to the classes. We're doing all of that by faith. And when we start to put our hand to it, come on now, faith without the work is dead. We start to put our hand to it. See, I want to start to put my hand to it. Amen. So that I can come back to Antonio and say, you know what? Antonio, this worked. Antonio, this didn't work. I'm stuck right here. Then he can say, oh, okay, Ree, you need to do this, or Ree, you need to do that. Because I completely believe, I believe it's in John 3 where it talks about we can reap harvest, you know, for seeds that we never sown, just by virtue of the connection that we have with somebody. So I'm just of the mindset that if Tonio already been there and
Oh no, we lost your audio, Carisha. Oh, you muted yourself. You muted yourself. You muted yourself. Does she know?
No, because she's going in.
Oh, she going in. Is she talking? She cut a camera on for y'all? Yeah. She cut her camera on. Yeah. What you saying? Let me see something.
And that be word right there.
There
That's
you go.
Word right there. All that she's giving that right there, that is word. Child.
Oh yeah, that's a powerful sister. That's a powerful.
And that's word right there.
Cut your mic on.
Y'all start pointing to your ear. Anybody?
Yeah, everybody, so she can see y'all. Point to you. Tell her, point to your ear. She may be, oh, you know what? That could happen. It could be ringing. That's all right. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. There she go. Okay, there you go.
That the
we
had gone on mute.
We
but
missed
I
your
was
whole
just saying,
last
I called Grace about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago and talked to her about doing the book that Adrian prophesied to me. Probably my first or second week, her and Dr. Trash said I need to write a book, but I wasn't ready to receive it at that time. But that's neither here nor there. But so it takes me a while, you know, because I got to get my mindset. So I'm going to call and get the information that I need. I'm getting all the tools because I'm putting all this before God. And as I'm doing that, I'm preparing my mind. Somebody said the word of God tells us to prepare our mind for action. I take time to prepare my mind to take the action that I am working on doing. So even though I haven't called Grace back and I haven't put down my deposit, please believe, Grace, when you don't see me, I'm working. I'm doing good. If I show up, that means I didn't get all the answers that I needed, but I believe that if I could come on here for just a second, if I hit Antonio on a text message, if I hit Grace on a text message, you know what? I ain't got to sit around and wait for the harvest to come when somebody's showing up and being God to somebody else in their life. Come on now. I ain't got to go through all of that. I could just hit Antonio, I could just hit Grace and they got my answer and then boom, I'm going right on back. So I just encourage you all on this morning. You know what? Get the tools, get the nuggets here. You know what? Believe in yourselves enough in the capability, the work, the power that God has put on the inside of you to go forth. Can't nobody do you like you. Can't nobody go forth and be you like you gonna be you. Stop being worried about and being messed up about what other people say and if I'm doing it okay and if I'm not. You know what? There is a whole load of people that ain't doing nothing. We have a place that God has allowed for, that God has built up through the ATS, and that we can come on every single. How many places? Come on, we don't even do this at my job where they pay me top dollar. They don't have a meeting every single morning. No, we have a meeting every single morning, meetings all throughout the day so that you can eat. Come on. And when you eat on this, when you are chewing on this, you know what? Meditate on these. These are principles from the word of God. Take the stuff that Antonio and Grace and Deanna and Monica and Samuel and all of these people are teaching, all of the people that share from day to day. Take what you need, meditate on it, chew on it, digest that thing, and try to do the work. So that when you have questions, you don't have to just come back and say, hey, Grace, can you just do that for me? Hey, Antonio, can I just pay you guys to do this for me? And that's great if you do. You know, we like all seeds, you know, you sowing seeds is still some good ground. We like that, but we definitely want to empower you in a way to be discipled so that you can go out and disciple. The whole point of this, Antonio cannot make 100,000 millionaires if you're not going to be in your purpose. I'm saying this, Antonio, and I'm about to go. He can't make 100,000 millionaires if the people that he sent, and we're talking about me, Prophet, he talking about you, Sandra Lucky, he talking about you. He cannot make 100,000 millionaires if the people that he sent is not going to walk in their purpose and do what God has called them to do. That's the reason why you're here, is to be built up from your most holy place so that you can go and do the work that God is causing you to do. Come on, it was a church that counted a lot of us out. It was some people that was very close to us that counted us out. It was some of our family members that counted us out. But see, we got a place over here where everybody is rooting for us, where you got a whole support base of people over here that is rooting for you, Antonio especially, that believes enough in you that said, you know what, I don't care about your past. You know what, I believe that there's a millionaire on the inside of you. I believe that if you are willing to hear the words that is coming out of my mouth, that I can help you to tap into a freedom that will liberate you to prosperity and abundance. So we talking about creating 100,000 millionaires. We ain't just showing up on this line every single morning, not tapping into our purpose, not taking what he is telling us. Come on, he getting his money and go get it. Oh, but if you want to get yours, somebody touch yourself and say, you know what? I'm here every morning. I'm here every week to get mine. Come on, God. God, what are you saying about me, Latrice? What is God saying about you to you? What is it that God is commanding for you to do? Because I'm telling you, that is where your abundance and your prosperity lie. We ain't just come. So we trying to make 100,000 millionaires. We gonna do it. But it literally takes all of us doing our part. So for those who need to come every morning and get the word, and that's great. For those who are like myself, who is out here working on it, putting it to practice and coming back, watching their courses, whatever you got to do, whatever it takes. Somebody say, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. God, I'm chasing after you because it's what my meat to do the will of God and to complete it. That's the only reason that I was created and put on this earth, was to do the will of the Father. And whoever is not in that position, I call you and cause you to come into alignment with what God is doing in your life, because it's too many times that we give so much glory to the enemy for what he do and what he don't do and how he's doing and what he's doing. And we don't glorify our God enough that when we look back over our lives and where God has brought us from, that we can raise up our hands and give him glory. And if we are in a position where we can give God that type of glory for our life, guess what we'll do? We'll show up and take the things that God has sent this man of God, Antonio, to teach us and go and get this money. And without my wig on this morning, y'all be blessed though.
I'm gonna kill it without my wig on.
All right now. Woo!
The Lord just walked you.
Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you.
Only thing you supposed to say, it's supposed to be.
I don't know why
the roof.
Got me
The roof is on fire.
I ain't even had my coffee, but I'm telling you guys, I am stirred up this morning with every gift that's on the inside of me, because I believe that God is doing something new in this season. God said that he will spring forward and make all things new. If you don't believe that God will make things new in your life, come on. The only thing that we have to do is believe. And the only thing that's holding you back from believing God is your mind. That's it. That's the only thing that's holding you back from coming into alignment with true prosperity and abundance, because there's still a part of you that's based off your experience that is telling you, you know what, I was molested. You know what, I went through a bad divorce. You know what, some people didn't accept me. You still in that place, and you still are not letting those things completely go, because when you do, then you completely believe what God is saying about you. You lean into all of this. This is what I teach my clients. I teach my clients, lean into all of that. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Because if you can't own that molestation and acknowledge that that thing happened to you and that it's still a thing that God will use for his glory. He said, I'll take the foolish things of this life and use them for my glory. He's talking about you. He's talking about all of the mistakes that I have made. But see, what the people will try to teach us in religion is that we need to denounce those things from our past. But God said that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So if we are not going to be willing to give up our testimony, not only are we not going to overcome, we can't be in position for somebody else to overcome. So I'm telling you on this morning, it's your belief system. We got to have faith the size of a mustard seed, and we do. We do, but do you believe what God is saying about you? Do you believe it every time that Antonio T. Smith come on this line and ask Grace to tell us the 4 things that we're working on in the ATS, and one of them being 100,000 millionaires? Do you really believe that you're going to become a millionaire? Somebody that I'm talking to this morning, I'm telling you prophetically, is somebody I'm talking to this morning that don't believe that they can come into an alignment with being a millionaire. And that's the reason why come you haven't seen any changes in your business. Some of you still want to do the things the same way that you've always done them. You don't want to hire a coach. You don't want to call Phil and Susan this morning. You don't want to call Phil and Susan this morning because Phil and Susan got your answers. I'm talking to somebody this morning. I know that I am. So I'm telling you, you got a place where God has created. Come on now. What if Antonio T. Smith wasn't here this morning? Would we all be here? It ain't for naught. So I don't know why he got me all stirred up this morning, but I am telling you, I am encouraged. I'm telling you, we are out here getting this money. Not only are we out here getting this money, and this is my last thing, Antonio. I promise I'm leaving after this. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what broke the back for me. I'm gonna tell you what broke the back there. This was it for me. I'm sitting in my prayer and my meditation time, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to think about it, and I'm praying about making money, more ways to make money. What type of products do I need to put out? How many services? What's the prices that I need to put on these different things? So I started thinking about, because Antonio teaches us about quantum physics. He teaches about the law of attraction. I went and watched those videos again. I began to do a little bit of research on Google, and then it hit me. Since like attract likes, okay? If you don't have much money, then if you focus on the money that you have or the money that you don't have, then guess what will be your portion? The same thing, because like attract likes, right? So if you want to know, and Antonio says this inadvertently all the time, but on purpose, because he do everything on purpose. So, and I finally heard it this one morning. And so the Holy Spirit said to me, he said, Sheree, if you want to make more money, then you got to focus on the people. You got to focus on the people. You got to focus on your clients. You got to focus on the thing that will bring in the money. Why? Because like attract like. So if my thing is that I am going to do the greatest amount of good, I'm going to help as many people that I possibly can, that I'm going to go out here and I'm going to just help as many. Guess what? The money will come, because if you need more clients and the clients come, then guess what they bring? They bring the money. Stop focusing on the money. The money is a tool. But what God has told us to do was to go out into the earth, to be fruitful and to what? Multiply. Come on, you better watch the word of God now. It's the blueprint. It's telling you what. I'm just walking all around the kitchen. Look here. If you need more money, then you have to focus on doing the work that God has called us to do. He said, be fruitful and multiply. Why? Because when you sow a seed, then what does it say in Genesis? That the seed will go into be multiplied. He told the fish, he told the animals, the birds, go out here, be fruitful and multiply. What are you doing, Birdie? Are you going out and being fruitful and multiplying? Stop focusing on the money and start tapping into your purpose according to what the gifts and the talents that God has put on the inside of you, because that's what's going to make room for you. I'm done.
All right, y'all. Come on. Y'all don't get your mics on yet.
Jesus.
Thank you so much.
You scared to go to church.
Nobody. I'm not bothering nobody. Well. So let me say a few things before First, facts, and I'm not going to say nothing behind that. I'm about to transition to my man Ibrahim. Yeah, I'm going to transition to my man Ibrahim. Let me just say a few things. If you don't know me, if you have a Western idea of religion, then I'm going to bother you because I don't fit Christianity. I don't. Not in no Western idea. I don't. I do not. Please remember that speaking of Jesus, as someone said, church, God came from the East. I'm not sure if you understood this. I taught there are equally as many Muslims in ATS as there are Christians. It's typically about 4 or 5 on a call at a time due to the way we do the live calls. I spend most of my time typing, texting, and talking in Aramaic over the Quran or in depends in Hebrew over the Torah than I do. I spend most of my time with Jews and Muslims than I do Christians. Okay, let me just let y'all know. All right, I'm saying something. I'm going to say something next. With everything she just said, that ain't had nothing to do with the church. That was facts on facts on facts. And I don't care if you atheist. I don't care if you don't do church. I don't care if you don't, whatever you think, that delivery may have been good in Baptist. That word was universal. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying that. So what, right? But what was said was universal. Y'all hear me? I get it. But you do. The more you get to know me, the more you see. I don't really hang with Christians. I'm sorry. No offense to y'all. That's just not my purpose. That's just not why I'm here. I'm here to be a.
Some coffee's fast, but not fresh. Some coffee's fresh, but only after a long wait. Speedway coffee is made fresh at the push of a button, hot or iced, so you can have fresh coffee your way, right away. Get 2 times the points when you buy any size hot or iced coffee drink with Speedy Rewards.
At Capella University, you're in control of your education. With the game-changing FlexPath format, you can set your own deadlines and move at your own pace. The faster you move, the more you save. Visit capella.edu to learn more.
I'm here to be footings. I'm a bridge. You can't be a bridge without footings on both sides of the ravine. Let me get some of my pastors in the room. How you gonna be a bridge and all you got is legs on one side of the clean water? Where is I need to scroll to one of these.
Ain't nobody getting over.
Ain't no way. You can't. Your footings have to be on both sides of the water. And who get to say what's clean, what's not?
Well, Antonio, can I say this?
Yes, ma'am, and I'm gonna get Ibrahim right after.
I'm gonna see if I can do this. I was given some business advice to do this on going forth.
Good.
Sometimes I weaver from letting my face be seen to a multitude of people.
Okay.
Because of the discomfort for me, but you have done so much for me. So today will be the first time I'm going to do this.
Do it. Come on. I already know what you're finna do.
I want to.
I knew you were finna do that. Come on now.
And I want to display what I do. This is one of the things that I do. I make
you go, girl. Yes, yes.
I was told that I need to stop playing and show what I do. How do I think I'm going to get anywhere if nobody knows? So this is one of the things that I do. I make jewelry, and my jewelry backs up my claim that people need help. People that have been abused like myself, that have beaten them down and have, I'm sorry.
You take your time.
Going through a status of not being wanted when you know that you're worth a lot. I know my worth. So one of the things that kept me was that I knew my worth. And one of the things that helped me to get out of it was listening to God, not the church, because truth be told, the church told me that because that was my husband, I was supposed to stay in it until death. God saved me. He talked to me. He got me off that wall where that man was having me choked up, and I felt my eyeballs popping out of my head, blood vessels breaking in my eye. The blood was filling up in my eyes till I couldn't see. God came and saved me. It wasn't the church. So I understand what's being said, and I appreciate all that y'all are doing for me. My jury is thoroughly important. And I feel like if I can get at least one piece in everybody's hand, in everybody's possession in this world, I truly believe, this is my saying, I believe that everyone will be able to let their light so shine, because abuse is proof of death. Abuse stomps out life. Abuse will have you think that that is all you are worthy of. Abuse will have you think that you don't have a purpose. But my jury says something different. My jury says, put on your shine. Be who God made you to be. Shine like a diamond and be all that you can be. My jury supports the program that God has put on my heart for abused women, children, and men. And that is how to get there. Because so many people, this is real talk, so many people don't know about the abuse in. They live in their life, but they don't know about the knocking your head off your shoulders where you actually, like one of the mummies. It is real out there. And so many people need to know. And so the program that I have is to help people to get those nuggets, to get back to them. And I know that you are helping me to do better, because I would have never done this. I would have never done this. And I've been doing my videos, and I know I need to pick up, and I'm going to. And I truly am appreciative for all that you're doing. And know that if you feel like I'm one of the people that you're not making a difference in, doggone it. Praise and glory be to the Almighty God for you being in my life, because I know the difference. I have more hope in what I'm doing now than I ever had, because I know that the enemy wants me to shut up. That was one of the things that he said when he tried to mess up my face, where it would just be disfigured. And I refuse to accept that. So I just wanted to say, I'm showing y'all my jury, and I'm still going forth. And this is what's going to help it funds my program. And everyone will have a piece of jury in their position.
I love it.
That their light will so shine, so that they will be a beacon for everyone else to see.
Good
so that
stuff.
they would know that abuse is dying.
Let me let them clap for you. Then I want to tell you something. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Can I say something right quick?
I got you.
Can I say something right quick?
I got you. I got you.
Tell us how we can
Come on, Miss Sandra.
I got you. Yes,
So very proud of you,
yes.
Sandra.
So I'm getting ready to say something about Sandra. Who is that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Sandra became one of my sponsors for the Mother's Day, and I'm trying to pick out what gifts that people give me that's a sponsor to who I'm going to give it to. And when she showed me that piece of jewelry, I already had it in my mind, because Dr. Sugar, she's sponsoring her mom to be in it. So I was going to give that piece of jewelry to Sugar's mom.
Well, look at that. Come on, y'all. Look at that. Look at that.
I already sold out. Come on now.
I love it. I love it. Now watch this here. Watch this here. So Sandra, I was talking about MExit and the opportunity for me to blow up y'all brands. She sent me a private message. I need y'all to get this. She cut her camera on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's not a small thing.
Yes.
She has facial paralysis problem from all her abuse and her teeth and all sorts of stuff. And she sent me a private message. She says, I want to. I'll never forget it. But I have problems with my face, and she listed it. And while I was talking, this was during a Zoom meeting. And she said, but if you'll have me, I promise I'll cut my camera on. And I hadn't picked nobody yet. And I remember turning to Deanna and said, a private message that said this. And I said, I didn't say her name or nothing. And I said, she's automatically in there. I need you to get that because she decided on her own that she wouldn't go miss no more opportunities. Now, this universe can bless her accordingly. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to just honor you, Sandra. You are God walking on earth right now. You understand what I'm saying? I was trying to think of something else, but I'm saying exactly what I want to say. Now, let me ask you a question. How much does that piece of jewelry you got cost? How much did that cost?
This piece cost me about $30 to make.
Okay.
Only because of the time I put into it.
Oh, you ain't even got to explain it. You ain't got to explain it. Yes, ma'am. How much you sell it for?
This would be $40.
$40. Who wants to buy that right now? Come on.
Me.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Can I get a second person? Can I get a second person? There's a lot of people in the chat.
So,
I want one.
Sandra, can you tell us the best form of payment? And listen. Everybody listen to me. I want us to buy it before she can even make it. Come on now. I'm trying to do God's work.
Come on now.
Can I see what it is again? I'm sorry.
Somebody want to see what it is. Somebody want to see what it is. You got to talk, Sandra. So your program.
Oh, it's a
This piece is made with Hamatai beads. The Hamatai beads ground you in your peace. They ground you in stability. They ground you in being centered.
Okay.
It helps keep you calm. Everything I make, I try to make sure that I include some type of gem. They're real gemstones. And I try to make sure that it gives you the feeling of awe when you look at it. Because nobody wants to wear anything that they have to feel like, I don't want this on no more. I put all of the love that I have into my jewelry, which is one of the reasons why it's purposely for helping people to shine.
I think that's amazing because I don't want to be too long, but I do the exact same thing that you do. And your testimony that you shared today is beautiful. It's wonderful. It touched my heart. And it's I love it because I'm like, there's somebody else that do the exact same thing. You take these semi-precious stones, you take their properties, you put it into jewelry, but the properties also help people and support human character, which a lot of people don't know. So what you do, I love what you do because I do the exact same thing. So I give it to you because I know it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience and to get your materials and stuff like that. So thank you so much for sharing that testimony with us today because it's
I
beautiful.
simply believe that this is my belief. I believe that if I get enough pieces in everyone's hand, that we could bring this world to a beautiful us, which is the acronym for abuse. A beautiful us everywhere versus abuse. That's my belief.
Yes. Beautiful us everywhere. Okay, I get that.
Can I make a donation to you instead of buying?
Yeah. Sandra, let me do me a favor. Let my salesperson take over for you real quick. Okay. Sandra, what's the quickest way we can get your money? You got cash app? Come on. What's your cash app?
To the number 2.
Number 2. Plant as in PLANT?
That's correct.
Okay. Number 2, plant. Number 2, plant.
And you heard it. You heard it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what
All right. Number 2, plant. Now, this is what we're going to do. So her cash app is going to get everybody's name who sends money. What we're going to do is we're going to pre-buy whatever she's selling. So Sandra, this is what I want you to do. Whatever dollar amount comes through, I want you to just make up the according dollar amounts. You feel what I'm saying? To what just like I want you to do it like when I used to sell dope. Don't judge me. You know, you say I got $3 and I break off $3 worth. Somebody know what I'm talking about. I need you to do it like that. I need you to do it like that. So we're gonna send you some money. You understand? Now, because I know there's somebody else out there like me. I'm starting off. I hope you don't mind. I'm starting off with 100. I'm starting off with
exactly.
100.
I'm like, let's bid the piece.
Yes,
like bid and run it up.
Yes, I'm starting it off at 100. And listen, I don't know. This is what I want you to do. I want you to give me $100 worth of your cheapest things. So I want a lot of them, not too many, but a lot. And I want you to mail them to Vanessa, because Vanessa is doing a great work and she's selling oils and stuff. Tell me, Vanessa, our Vanessa. And I want her to be able to send her clients your jewelry. Come on, wholesale. As blessings. As blessings.
Awesome.
So that's what I want. That's what I want to do. So I'm sending you 100. Hold on right now. Yes, I confirm. And right now, I just sent off 100 to you. Come on, circle. Keep on circling. There it is. Right there, y'all.
She's the wholesaler of the jewelry, and we take it to the marketplace. Come on now.
So I just sent you 100, but Vanessa, please get with her. Sandra, you get with Vanessa. Send my stuff to Vanessa. I want her to send it to her new customers and them ladies that believe in her enough to jump on that Zoom. I want her to send your energy to her people.
Okay,
come on, y'all. Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Her information.
I sure will.
Can't see.
I know you can't. Don't worry about it. I'm finna make sure you keep can't seeing. And I'm finna put tears in your eyes. Y'all do me a favor. Terrell just ordered his. Y'all send whatever it is. Don't worry about it. We're gonna work it out later. Come on now. Somebody help me. Come on now. Come on. If you've already sent your money, unmute your mic and let's put some praises. Let's put some praises. Come on, Dad. Come on, yeah.
Done. But you can do, look, we can do that thing. I want to go to Miss Vanessa too, like Antonio just did.
Got my support, boo. I got 2.
Yeah. That sounds good to me. And of course, my 100 came from that's from me and Deanna. That's from me and Deanna.
Yes. I gotta change up my cash up, but I'm sending mine too.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
And
there
this
it is.
Renita sent 100 as well that Antonio sent. And I'll send you my address and everything. And I'm going to give mine to my family, my mother for Mother's Day, sister-in-law. So I need $100 worth, however, and then thank you very much. But God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor Martin.
Pastor
Martin.
Yeah.
Pastor Martin, you ain't lying.
That first 100 is gonna go to Miss Vanessa because that's what it is. But then I need you to send me one too. So I'm gonna send you more money because that's good. Renita, that's good. That takes care of. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Thank you, Angel.
Come on, manifestation.
That's it. But Sarah, Sandra, we love you. Okay, let me put you on my screen. We love you, and I sure hope your Cash App light up like a Christmas tree. I sure do. Let me let my man. Hold on. Before whatever's happening, let me let my man. I don't know what's happening. Grace, tell me what happens. I need to let Ibrahim talk. Ibrahim is 9.5 hour difference.
He went to the kitchen. He said, "Don't come to the dishes."
Oh, that's what he said. That's what you were trying to tell me. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I've got to. He's in Abu Dhabi, so I'm trying to make sure that he don't fall asleep on me. Go ahead, man.
So the problem with being in Abu Dhabi is that we don't have access to Cash App. So for this week, Antonio, just subtract 40 off my check because I would like to order one from Sandra.
Say less.
Okay. And I know you put a lot of love in it, and that's why I don't want it shipped. Sandra, this is for you because you deserve your love the most. So that's first off. Wow. So this one I'm ordering for you. And I want to just say that it is tough to speak the way you've done, Sandra. It's very inspiring, and it also brings me back to the point of why people believe Antonio is extroverted, because it is easier to believe that Antonio is an extrovert, so he's naturally able to speak and connect like this. But the reality is introverts can do what extroverts do. So you don't have any excuse not to speak. You do not have any excuse not to evangelize. You do not have any excuse not to network. These things are essential. They might be easy if you're an extrovert, but even as an introvert, you are able to do them. Antonio is the prime example for this. So my message to our community today is to speak with the same energy and enthusiasm as Carisha speaks into a muted mic. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
In that muted mic.
Yes.
Fire.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes. Sandra,
Yes.
I have sent Ibrahim's 40. I don't know if it's zooming properly, but I have sent his 40 just now. Deanna, do exactly what he said do, for make a note to yourself. We have done that early. Sandra, Phil pointed out something to me, which is true. I was just trying to hurry up and get us money, but Phil is right. What we want you to do, Sandra, is we want you to make sure that whatever it costs you to make, you need to have your retail price be at least twice that. Okay. In your industry. Same thing for you, Matt. In your industry, if it costs you, if it costs you 30, you sell it for 60. You understand? All right, then. If it costs you 2, you sell it for 4. You understand? All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Vanessa, before we get to Vanessa, can we just one more time, because the girl had her eyes choked out her head. Can we just clap for her and love her?
Yes.
Love you.
So proud of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Love your story.
Man, we love you, darling.
And you are
gonna
telling
do it. You gonna do it.
People don't know what you're talking about, child. They don't know what you're talking about.
Good stuff.
Got a
Good stuff. Good stuff. This is good. Steelers, Sandra. Okay, and Steve just sent 50 for Sandra. So I'm going to.
Hey, Adanya.
Yes. Hold on, real quick, Vanessa. Let me. You queued up. I just need to. When I don't want God to mess up my blessings, because I'm holding her blessing. So you just you talk right after. I'm putting from Steve. Like I want all my stuff. You understand? All right, hold on. Come on, circle. Quit circling. All right, there you go, Sandra. Right there. There goes Steve money now. All right, now you can talk, Vanessa. I just had to get that curse off my hands first. You understand?
Antonio, I didn't know I was up next to speak or say anything. I wasn't gonna say a word, but I guess that maybe I need to say something. I'm believing, I'm thinking that what this space that I'm at inside of my life, inside of my personal area of my life, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to really, really have to pray and meditate. And today I'm just going to drink water and lemons, and because I got to go where I can really hear the answers that I'm seeking. A lot of times I'm reaching out to people asking for help, but I'm coming to find out that a lot of times people can't help me. And I'm in this space where I'm working on, all of those courses that I got from Les Brown. Remember, we did the Les Brown Maximum Achievement Team. So I went about trying to do something with those. And I'm finding out everything that I've done thus far. I'm not going to say it's been wrong, but it's a humbling experience if I plan to get to the money that you all are talking about and promoting, and what the other pastor just said, that if we don't believe in ourselves and how we need to believe in ourselves. And what I'm realizing is that I'm going to have to grow. I'm going to have to grow some more in an area where I didn't learn this in kindergarten. Could nobody teach me this? It's already there, but it's been blocked by social media, the world we live in, all of the stuff we've been taught. For me, I'm having to still undo all of that stuff. And in order for my light to shine, I'm going to have to be real authentic. You know, I'm going to have to come to a space where I won't fear speaking what's in my heart or what's inside of me that's really saying, this is you, Vanessa, you know, and not allow myself to get sidetracked with everybody else's behavior or strong personalities, this and that's and all of that, and speak my voice. It's like I'm still trying to, and I'm there. I just have to continue. I did a workshop, and I'm not going to take up too much more time. I gave too much information, and I allowed myself to not be in control. And what happened was, when I found out, when you work with a large group, you don't give them all of the information. You might just give them a piece of it and make them do it inside of a month. You don't keep going giving them information, because what groups have a tendency to do, they get overwhelmed. So the questions that I've been asking for help it was trial and error. I actually had to do it, mess it up, and say, okay, all of the help that I thought I was getting wasn't it. What it required me to do was to do it, to fail at it, to mess up at it. I guess, like they say, success is failure turned inside out. So what I'm really dealing with now is not beating up on myself about it. And if this platform, I'm thinking this is what I would like for the platform to be for me, is being able to not so much find myself, but that could be it. I don't know. But I desire to become a speaker. I desire to be able to reach that plateau, but it's all that stuff in between that I got to go through before I get to where Phil and Susan are. It's all of that in between stuff, all that stuff that I don't know. That's humiliating to find out about yourself, you know. And if I'm in, and so that's where I'm at.
I'm grateful.
Huh?
I'm grateful you said that.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Miss Vanessa, because you're not alone.
Thank you.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
You're not alone in that. Those are I realize that they come and go. They come and go. So that's when Antonio say, stay in the boat. That's when I remember to stay in the boat.
Stay in it. Stay in it.
Yeah.
All right, so Phil and Susan could definitely help you with that. This is what I want to do. Effective immediately. It's not up for a vote because I don't lead like that. What I want to do here is, so Phil and Susan, they're going to send Deanna a coaching package or 1 or 2 coaching packages at their full price. Okay. And I want you all, don't ask for no discount. Y'all going, what we're going to do is those who need such and are qualified and can be able to do so, and I'm sure I'll let them determine what to send over. I'm sure they're smart enough to send something on the low end and the middle and high end as well. But I want to make that effective immediately, and we're going to put it a part of the where it can be seen, the website, courses, right, stuff like that, where it can be seen, where y'all can see it, and we will make it effective immediately. And then Deanna, when people pay for it, they keep 100% of their money. I don't need it. Okay, don't need to be no 70-30 split, 60-40, blah, blah, blah. What we want to do is there's a lot of people who need Phil and Susan's coaching, and I haven't made a clear path to that. So I want to clear up that path. Okay.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Vanessa,
Yes.
you don't want to be a speaker.
Okay.
You want to be an expert that speaks, and what you're going to speak about is your journey.
Okay.
So that's how I want you to think, and everybody else on this call. Don't think of yourself as a speaker. Think of yourself as an expert, and you're going to speak, but what you're going to speak about is your journey in life and what you've learned and how you can share that with others so they can improve their lives without having to go through what you went through.
Okay.
Wonderfully stated. All right, we're going to take.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Antonio.
Yes, I'm going to take just 2 more people, and then we're going to get ready. Wait, Grace, before you tell me, let me do this preliminary stuff. Next, we'll see you for something esoteric at 10:30. I'm trying to, because Phil teaches me, to make sure. He's going to make sure that I mention it. So at 10:30, we will see you then. Adrian, if she's still here, your book went to print, and you should be getting a link in the next 48 hours for you to be able to sell your book. Woo! Yes. All right, there you go. There you go. So outstanding.
Like clapping. I forgot I had to.
Yes. Outstanding.
When I'm
for
in
you.
line
So
with y'all, I can't be in line and cut up. Like
no, it's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Also, I want to bless 3 people. It's 4, but I don't think the 4th one's on right now because she's been busy. 3 people. Tyranny. If they not on, y'all better. Is Monica here?
Yeah.
All right. Ashley and Damali. That's these 3 people. They all on? Every last one I'm on. Monica and Grace on? Outstanding. Tyranny, you peoples, I have a deal I'm going to work out for you. All 3 of you are going to immediately, effectively become staff of ATS. And
praise God.
I have an offer for y'all. Y'all cannot refuse. You're gonna help out 3. You're gonna help out 3 different places. You're gonna work in Cozy Corner. You're gonna work alongside what Jerry and Steve are doing. And you're going to work with ATS, and effective immediately, Jerry, Steve, and those 3 ladies, plus, that's it, just those 3. Y'all have a Zoom call with Deanna and myself, because we about to bless all 5 of y'all. Because what we're gonna do is teach all 5 of you to become sales funnel masters. We're gonna speed up your learning curve. You give me 30 days, you'll be a master. You're probably less than that. I'm going to speed up your learning curve, and you're going to use our software, and you won't have to spend a dime.
Yo! Woo! Oh, she passed out. She passed out. Where'd she go? Yay!
Wow, your classes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Wow,
Thank you so much.
congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Oh my God, God bless y'all. Thank y'all.
Yes, all 5 of you. That means I'm going to have 5 people doing sales funnels, plus me and Deanna, for a total of 7. You get it? I'm
God's complete
Jerry
number.
Yes, Jerry's going to do sales funnels. Steve's going to do sales funnels, and I'm going to use those 2 differently. And then you 3 ladies, I'm going to use you differently, but I have a plan. I'm segmenting everything. But just know, by the time I'm done with y'all, you will be able to take everything that me and Deanna teach you. And if you want to start your own, I will charge you to do your sales funnel business. By all means, go get your money. But when we're done, you will have enough tools, skills, and know-how to create your own 6-figure business off of sales funnels.
Right, that sounds.
All right, I'm done. That was That was supposed to happen 30 minutes ago, but the spirit came through. So I just wanted to get that out there first. All right, when we get that out there, yeah, Pastor Martin. Now, just 2 more people. I have no idea who they are. I'm sure it's more, but I'm gonna go take 2. So you're gonna follow your spirit. Well, give it to me.
Demetrius,
all right.
Demetrius and Patricia.
All right, then. That's it. It's like a funeral. Stand up if you're gonna talk. Right? It's like a funeral. All right. There you go. Come on.
Good morning, everybody. I am so glad that I was on the call this morning. We got finished with our taping a little late last night, but I was so intentional about being here this morning. And I don't know if Carisha is still on here, but I just have to say thank you to her for all her words that she spoke. It was truly like fire coming down from heaven. And it really spoke to me about a lot of things that I've been dealing with. And so if she's still on here, I want to just tell her thank you for her obedience. And then Miss Sandra, I really love what you're doing as far as your jewelry and everything goes. And I love the acronym for your business, A Beautiful Us Everywhere. I just recently wrote a book. It's called Lovely and Beautiful, and it deals with working on the inside and because so many times we as women get caught up on the outside. But it also talks about different issues that we have with men. It's not a long book. It is definitely a good read and very needed. So I wanted to sow some books into your ministry, that if you're connected with people who are abused, you yourself or somebody else that you feel like you would like to have the book or would need the book, I would love to get your address and send you a few of my books. So if somebody could do that, or if you're willing to do that, I would love to sow some books into your ministry.
Outstanding. Who is the yes, please. Let me, no doubt. I'm going to set the pathway for this right now. Who is it you or Grace? I mean, you or Monica? You. All right, Grace, get with Demetrius right now, and then handle everything she just said, get the address, work those 2 ends out. And then also let let Chiquita knows yourself know you took good care. But you did. That's not the point. Okay. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. She. Let me tell y'all something. Chiquita be like, is you taking care of my people right? Right. You understand? So we need to make sure that she know we serve properly. You understand? All right, Patricia. No, first off, I'm sorry, Demetrius. Thank you so much. That's a big deal. Thank you. And you good looking. I didn't know that. Look at you. I was look, but you and Matt, y'all some good looking folk. I went. Let me see what Matt's sound like. I was trying. I got on speaker view. Yeah, you and Matt some good looking folk. All right,
that's
y'all.
funny. I was looking at all of y'all too. Everybody's beautiful.
I don't think I typically have my screen in a gallery mode, so I got all the circles up and all the squares up, but now I'm on speaker view. And I can see like you know, I smell your breath. You got coffee on it. No, good stuff. Thank you so much for your heart. Appreciate that. Thank y'all. Patricia,
thank you so much.
You get to close us. Oh, you know what? She's a pastor too, y'all. Y'all watch out. Okay. She get to close us out. Close us out. Come on, Patricia.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm so glad I was on the call today. But a lot of what we talked about today, what it reminds me of is that our life is not our own, right? So we give our lives away, and we give it away because left to our own devices, we would mess it up, right? We need that guidance, right? To be able to live the life that we were designed to do. We think we know what's best, but really we don't. And so that's why it's really good to be open to hear and to listen to what other people say. Sometimes it does take a minute. I'm like Carisha. Sometimes it takes a minute for me to get to hear what Antonio is really saying and be able to put it into practice. And that even when it comes to the extrovert and the introvert thing, I had to come to the realization, because I wasn't a very shy person. Like, I was talkative around my friends and family, but when it came to other people, I just shut down. And God had to let me know, look, there's no shyness in this thing. I can't use you if you shy. because that means that you're not going to step out and do what I need you to do. You're going to go back into your little hole and be quiet. So I had to learn how to be an extrovert when it was necessary, because shy people never meet people. Shy people never get the word out, and shy people don't do things because why? They hide behind that. Listen, there is no inferiority complex for people who say they love God and belong to God, and there's no shyness. So we cannot allow these are hindrances. They are strongholds, and they are things that keep us from moving forward in a way that's meaningful and purposeful and impactful. So if there's anybody here today who says, oh, but I'm shy, get over it. Just shut it down. Don't pat a cake with it. Don't say, oh, but I'm just, no. Just be done with it. And allow the universe or God to do whatever needs to be done in you, because you're here for a reason, and you're here to impact the earth realm for a reason. So don't allow those things to get in the way. We have a work to do. Collectively here, we have a work to do individually. So I had to learn how to put that stuff down. Because see, I'm one that I'll go into a room of people and just be quiet. I don't want to say anything. I don't like crowds, and too much peopling gets to me. But I cannot allow that to stop me from moving forward, whether it's personal or whether it's business or whether it's whatever else that needs to be done by you, because there are only some people that are really going to be impacted by you, right? So I just encourage, it's an encouragement to me, and it's an encouragement to anybody else who may need to hear this. Listen, just go ahead on and shine like a diamond, like Samuel says. Let your light shine. Go ahead and stretch out and do the, listen, we're more concerned, we are hard on ourselves. We be concerned about things that other people are not even concerned about, not even important. So don't allow those things to stop you from stretching out and doing what you need to do, because ain't nobody got time for that. All right, that's all I got to say.
All right,
Thank you
now,
so much. Thank you
Keyword,
so
go
much.
ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. A couple of things. I'm going to get Ibrahim because he's top staff. He's going to say something. Can you, Grace, and right after this, charge this flashy thingy up? And Ibrahim, let's go first, and I give you all my closing thoughts. Ibrahim is our head writer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ibrahim is our head writer, if you don't know, and he's in charge of our writing team. Go ahead.
It's going to take less than a minute. So Seth Godin, top marketer, he was once at a park and he noticed that there were couples cycling. They have their bicycles, and he noticed that people who there were either the girl and the guy both were wearing helmets, or none of them were wearing helmets. So he thought, he's like, do helmet wearers attract each other? He's like, no, there must be something else. So he went to a shop nearby that was selling the bikes. And he noticed that the guy at the counter would say, would you like to get a helmet, to the couple as they were buying? And he noticed 100% of the time, whoever said first yes or no spoke for both of them. So if the guy just says, yes, we'll get a helmet, both of them got a helmet. If the guy said, no, we won't, none of them got. There was no argument, no discussion, no dialogue. Whoever spoke first made the decision. So it is important to cultivate the ability to speak up. Please, no matter how shy you are, no matter how introverted or whatever you label yourself, cultivate the ability to speak, because the ability to speak in some circumstances is the ability to decide. Thank you.
Oof. Wow. All right. Wow. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got two things and these final thoughts for you. I did not know that. Thank you so much. Well, three things. Know that when I sent, sometimes I have a problem with saying I. That's from me and Deanna. Just want to put that out there. Okay. Everybody got that? I won't get in trouble. Christina, you heard me? Did you hear me? If you heard me, all right then. Cool. Steve, all the way in across the pond. All right, I'm good then. All right, I'm good. I just want to make sure, you got to make sure. That's thing number one. Number two, more seriously, I told one of you early this morning, you saying they were saying, well, I just hope it's gonna be consistent, and that's what I look for. And let me tell you something. I do what I do like a fish breathing water. Okay, the same way all of y'all do what you do well. This is what I do well. This isn't just a talent for me. Like making money is not a talent. Not just. I actually fool around, put skill on top of making money. I do this. My exact words was, the way you think is how I make money. You don't try to be thick. I don't try to make money. It just happened. I'm telling you what I said. I meant what I said. So I'm backing up to one of the first points Carisha said. I'm going to do my part. You might want to find your genius as I have found mine. Because if you put my genius with your genius, then you're going to be twice as good as me. Why? Because in the military, Sergeant once told me, look at son. No, it wasn't in the military. When I got out, a pastor once told me, he sleeps with his ancestors now. He said, my job is to teach you everything I know. So if you know everything you know, and I teach you everything I know, you now become 2 times smart as me.
Well,
Wow.
Pastor Charles Wheat said that he sleeps with his ancestors now. So I want you to know, I'm teaching you everything I know. If you empty yourself and let me do that, and then you do what you know, all of y'all should have twice as much money as me. My last point, and that came from my head, what I just said. This comes from a different place. So it should feel differently as you receive it. Reverend Oscar Gatson, I have a bunch of Reverend mentors. Reverend Oscar Gatson, he's still alive. I haven't talked to him in a while. He the one who taught me how to be a man for ladies. Stop letting them ladies open up the doors and stuff. What is you doing? My wife don't pump no gas. If I'm tired, I make sure that she give me her key, and I get my tired self up. I get outside in the cold. I drive her car to the gas station, and I come back with a full tank and leave her car there and give her back her key. It's the only time I drive my wife's car is to fill up her tank. Because my wife, as long as I'm living, never gonna have to fill up her tank. Deanna, unmute your mic. Do you do stuff?
No.
Are you allowed to?
No.
Okay, there you go.
I
Sanders,
was
unmute your mic.
hollering at you. I was hollering. They're saying, amen, amen. Yeah.
Sanders, unmute your mic. Am I consistent with this?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That same man then told me these words I'm going to tell you. 2010, I was broke, Steve, way broke, both Steves. Pastor Steve, UK Steve. I was broke 2010. I wasn't even broke. I'm not even sure what they call it. I was a lame man by the pool of Bethesda, broke. Do you understand? Making excuses for why. Making excuses for how broke I was. That's kind of broke I'm talking about, Dolores. I ain't talking about regular broke. You understand? And he was out. That's a whole different kind of broke. And he was out there, and we were out there, and I had my team with him because I was still leading. And he bought them dinner, and I was like, no, I got it. And he stopped me, Pastor Steve, said, your time is coming. I gave because it's my time. Keep following, and then it will be your time, and you will give. There's a lesson there because I know some of y'all, we be giving a lot on these calls, and some of y'all take that God gift and you start internalizing it and hurting yourself because you can't give. Do you see where I'm going now? Some of y'all take this love of God from all religions, and since you can't give, you hurt yourself. You start thinking you behind. You start thinking you're not doing it right. First off, you don't control time, so you can't be behind. Secondly, you're not allowed to believe in some sort of God and think God is so weak. God can't be right where you're supposed to be at. You can't be behind and God and put God behind too with your choices. Thirdly, and equally as important as the other two, it's just not your season. You haven't learned. Your harvest has not come in your life yet, so you can't give. What I want you to do is I want you to know that yes, you made the mistakes, you did. Ain't no sense in you lying to yourself. But God can get you wherever you need to be, even if where you are is completely your fault. So the next time we give, and you know this is ATS, we will. Might happen tomorrow. You know how we do it. Might happen later today. Celebrate a real celebration, not just the one we see on camera, but in your heart. And take the lesson Oscar Gasson had to teach me. Chill with your pride. If it was your time, I'd have had you in that season. Your time is to follow. And I promise you, you will get to the point where you are the giver. I know it because I can feel it. Some of y'all have internalized all this giving and told yourself, since you can't give, you done messed up your worth. I promise you, if you strip away your name, your religion, everything, all that stuff, if you just strip away all this stuff, Felicia, at the end of the day, it's just God. God could be over a barbecue with some beer at a mosque and under a bridge, on a church full of 2,000 people, and with a pastor that just got 2 members. It's a whole lot of big God in a little church, and a whole lot of little God in big churches. Just because you can't give does not mean you won't be. Stop internalizing because you couldn't do it. There's a lady, put all she had. Everybody else got all the credit. She walked away justified. Remember that. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. See you all at 10:30. Thank you so much.
Great call, great call.
Amen.
Have a
Amen.
good one.
All right, everybody. Love you guys.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.
You should be saving for the future, but savings accounts suck, and investing can be scary. We combine the ease of savings with the real returns of investing. We call it Save Vesting, and it's only available in our new app, Stairs. Stairs offers 4 to 6% returns, no fees, and you can withdraw anytime. Do your future a favor. Visit stairsapp.com today.